Hello there, my name is Philip and welcome to Totally Amazing. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a ninja assassin. Cool. Hot. So let's sweep from the shadows and start drawing our ninja assassin. Now, to start off with, what we're going to do, we're going to draw an upside down egg. And then we're going to draw a bit of a S shape. Put in our jelly bean for the chest and a triangle for the waist. Now the legs I'm going to have coming out and down with that triangle. And this side's going to come out to the side here and back, another triangle. And the arms are going to be coming back and holding his sword. So that's the basic stick figure of our character. Now let's put some meat on our bones. We want to define them a little bit, so put in some nice oval shapes to give him some muscles. So let us see what he's going to look like. And here we can decide whether we need to change anything or we like the pose. So let's start putting some clothes on. So let's start with the arm. What we want to do, ninjas like to have quite loose fitting clothing so they don't get restricted anyway. So we want to have some nice bellowing shapes. So think of it like your mountains along here. And then what we're going to do is going to have a wrapping on his forearm. The best way to do wrapping is to have a line and then a line feeding off them like this. So you go like this, and off the line that I just created, I start from basically the center and carry down. Now for the hand, I'm going to have a bit of a thumb bit at the top and then my mountains down here for the fingers. Whereas this hand, we're going to have our mountains at the top here and we're going to bring in the fingers up this side and have a thumb. Then we've got our clothing at the top here. So we're going to have a nice bellowing at the top of the arm. And then again, for the forearm, we draw our wrapping like so. Now for the sword, we're going to put in our little hilt at the top here, a bit there. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, so we're going to draw a curved blade, but no, that's a samurai sword, a katana, and they were very expensive, and they used a high quality carbon steel. And the majority of ninjas weren't that rich. They were often impoverished, poor farmers or peasants. And how shall I put this? Ninjas were more stabby than slashy. So the blade needed to be straight. So a ninja sword is actually called a ninjato, not a katana. So there you go. Straight line up, another straight line up, but not as long, and then just connect it at the top. And there's your ninjato. And we have a little bit at the base and a bit there. So that's the arms and the sword. Okay, so let's draw the body. We want to have a bit of a V shape at the top here for the clothing. And we have a knot down here, which will connect at the top of our clothing. Then at around, little mountains at the edges. Now we're going to have a little bit at the underneath the belt, just to show that off a little bit. Now we can draw our mountains at the top here, bring them around, like so, and just fold it in the base here. Very cool. Alrighty, so now let's work on his legs. He's going to have a bit of a shadow over here and some lines coming for the folds, and then we can build our bellowing. Now remember, the knees are going to be quite bellowy, so make sure they come out quite a bit. They're almost the furthest bit of the leg. And like the forearm, we're going to draw our wrapping, and then we've got our feet. Now I'm going to show you a little thing here, because ninjas' shoes are called tabi, and they've actually got this gap here for your big toe and little toes, well, and the rest of the toes. That's so they could climb better, climb trees, walls, that sort of thing. So let's do the same on this side. Remember, we want a big bellowing knee. We're going to have a few folds here, and we're going to have some folds coming this way, and then just draw your mountains at the top there. Bring this one down over the knee, and then we can draw the rest of the leg with our wrapping, and then We draw our Tabi. Just like that. All right, finally, let's draw his mask. Ninja's masks are very easy. What you want to do is draw a figure 8, like so. Put in a tick either side and an oval for the eyes. And if you want to be really cool, really creepy, leave the eyes empty. Don't put any pupils in. Make it look really cool, really spooky. Now we put a little bit of an M shape, bring it around and just put in some masks. Fold like. Okay, so that's our ninja. So what we're going to do now, we're going to ink it. So we'll grab our marker and start inking our ninja. Now red's not usually a colour that you would traditionally use with ninjas, but it looks cool, so why not? And it's a drawing, so we want to be able to see it. But now if I'm being technical, black is not a colour that the ninja would use either. In fact, black adds definition. Look at every comic. What's on the edge of every image? It's black, because it defines the image clearly. So what colours did the ninjas actually use? They actually use colours that are the hardest for the eyes to see. These colours are blue, particularly at night time, grey, brown and orange. Now what other stealthy character do I know uses these colours? And there you have it, our ninja assassin. Oh, how spooky and how cool does he look. All right, so you've drawn your ninja. Now, if you want to level up your drawing skills, you want to check out the video that's on your screen right now, where I show you in depth how to draw someone punching. So you can draw your ninja punching.